Have you noticed how the news media channels are currently saying that women's reservation bill fails in the Lok Sabha when in reality it's the delimitation bill that has failed in the Lok Sabha because women's reservation bill got passed back in 2023 itself. Hi, I'm Archana and I'm a journalism student and I'll be talking about why news channels are calling it women's reservation bill instead of delimitation bill. So this is a very good propaganda technique that we study in media studies. This is one of the propaganda theories that was proposed by Harold Laswell, and this process is actually known as mediatization of politics, in which media becomes so intertwined with politics that it in fact starts influencing politics itself. Using women's reservation bill instead of what it actually is, that is delimitation bill, the media is actually playing with language. Media is playing with word, and it's a very, very, very effective tool of spreading propaganda because language shapes reality. If media actually says that it's the delimitation bill, then it won't be that effective. It won't, it won't create outrage, it won't create uproar among people. But if media uses the word women's reservation bill, then this specific set of words will actually create a panic among people, it will create outrage among people, rage. So it's a very good propaganda technique. Saying delimitation bill has failed in the Lok Sabha is not at all effective because the very first step of propaganda, as outlined by Harold Laswell, is to simplify the message. You first have to simplify the message, and the second step is to repeat the propaganda over and over again. So you have to simplify the message so that the audience or the public don't use their brain in the first place, because the moment people start using their brain, the moment they start thinking critically, your propaganda is bound to fail. So if you say that delimitation bill has failed in the Lok Sabha, then people will of course start using their brain because they'll have to understand what is delimitation bill. They'll Google delimitation bill, they'll have to understand the controversy surrounding the delimitation bill, they'll have to understand what is Congress saying on delimitation bill, what is DMK saying on delimitation bill, right? So this is not effective. But if you say women's reservation bill has failed in the Lok Sabha, this is very effective because women, the word women is attached here. So this will automatically translate, okay, this is something, if opposition is opposing it, then they're of course anti-women, and of course it is very easy to understand. It will automatically get registered in their minds that okay, they oppose women's reservation bill, so they are anti-women and they're bad. That's it. Here they don't need to use the critical thinking or the brains. The very same technique was used by Adolf Hitler in Germany, because Adolf Hitler simply said that Jews are your enemies. He never explained why Jews are your enemies. He said Jews are your enemies, they are parasitic, they are vermin, they are rats, and he repeated the same message over and over again through films, through posters, through radios, through public speeches. He never explained why, because you have to simplify the message.